it's Shayna.
And Allie, and today we're going to show you how to make snickerdoodles.
We thought we'd invite you into our kitchen to cook with us today. So here we go. But we're first going to go over all the ingredients that you need.
You are going to need shortening. Instead of shortening, we're going to be using
margarine. You need 2 sticks because each is a half a cup, and
so
you're going to need a cup.
1 cup of shortening or margarine. Next is 1.5 cups of sugar. 2 3/4 cups flour. 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of salt. And 2 eggs. One important thing before you start cooking is to wash your hands.
What we're going to do first is we're going to cream together. You can use a bowl and a spoon. We have a KitchenAid mixer, so we're going to use that. So you want 1 cup of shortening. To put this in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds just to make it a little bit softer.
Be careful that it doesn't splatter because that's happened to me before and it's hard to clean up. In this mixer or bowl, you're going to mix together the butter, sugar, and eggs first.
Add into this bowl 1.5 cups of sugar, and Allie's going to do that.
Level out the sugar. 1. Before you add ingredients in, always double check the recipe because you don't want to add more than you should. Okay, all the sugar's in there.
I'm going to throw the eggs in there now. Here we have our KitchenAid mixer. We're just going to stir until everything's mixed in. We'll probably stop in like a minute or so and scrape down whatever's stuck on the sides.
While we're waiting for the wet ingredients to be mixed together, we're going to throw the dry ingredients together in a bowl. So the first thing we're going to add is 2 3/4 cups of flour. 1 cup of flour, 2 cups. I just had to grab a 3/4 cup to do the rest of the flour. And so that's all the flour you need. Next is 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. Okay, so take your cream of tartar. There's 1 and 2. Next is 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And half a teaspoon of salt. You put all your dry ingredients into a bowl, just whisk it.
Butter, sugar, and eggs are all creamed together, and you'll know it's perfect when it's kind of like goopy or slimy. You're going to whisk it for about 2 or 3 minutes until all the dry ingredients are mixed together. And now we're going to add it to our wet ingredients.
You're only going to add a little bit at a time so it mixes better. So I'm going to add some in and start it up. And make sure you start it on a slow speed because you don't want the flour like spitting up everywhere. The mix is all done, so I just scraped it down with a spatula to make sure all the dry was mixed in. The cookie dough has to be chilled for about an hour. It's kind of a long time, but if you do any less than that, it'll be sticky and you won't be able to roll it. When you put your cookie dough in the fridge, make sure to cover it with plastic wrap so nothing can fall into it. This mix that I just made is what you're going to roll the dough in before you put it in the oven. It's made up of 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Don't mix them up or else it will taste really bad if there's more cinnamon than there is sugar. If you want, you can use like cinnamon and sugar just from something like this and not make your own, but I think it's better if you make your own because then you have it just how the recipe tells you to.
When the dough's done chilling, you want to roll it into little walnut-shaped balls and dip it in the mixture. You want to lay these on an ungreased baking sheet, and you want to put them in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes on 400 degrees, and you'll have awesome snickerdoodles.
You're so delicious, you're so soft, sweet on the tip of my tongue, you taste like...
Put it in this bowl, cinnamon and sugar. If you didn't get that sugar and cinnamon in this bowl.
And you make my heart beat faster. Oh, you rattle my bones, you turn me over.
Actually, my sister doesn't know what she's talking about.
And then you are ready to roll. You're ready